So if you've decided that you would like to work on the map task and not the Instagram photo essay, I'll walk you through the basic steps of using the USDA website. So your task is to create a series of maps on the USDA website about food deserts, income levels, and vehicle access. If you would like to look at other concepts that might be related, and there's data available on the website, like obesity, you can go ahead and do that. You're just going to have to make the case in your narrations of why you chose to show a map of a certain concept. So as we do that, and after you've created your maps, I would like you to take a screenshot of each of them so that we have a picture of what you're working with. Then after you have that screenshot, you're going to write a narration of your map in concise paragraphs. You're going to inform your narrations from the reading and from additional local literature. So look in the flagpole, look in the Athens Banner Herald to see who's talking about food access and what's really going on in Athens. By doing this, I'd like you to give these impersonal looking maps, just with big data, a really human element through your writing and any corresponding images that you can find or curate. So once you've created your maps, I want you to talk about why this is important to Athens, what these numbers mean. If something's a certain color, what does that mean for those people that live there? And so you'll be able to figure that out using the data, but please go outside of that as well and look at local literature to help inform your discussion. So to the USDA website, head to the link that I've posted in ELC New, and this will bring you here. This is the Food Access Research Atlas. And as you can see, we have other related topics that you can work with, like obesity, local foods, that if you click around in here, you'll find some things that can inform your maps, and you can also make some other maps. So once you get to this page and you're ready to start, click Enter the Map. Sometimes it's a little bit slow to load, so don't be alarmed if you're sitting on a white page for a little while. If you go to full screen, that's really the easiest way that you can work and see the maps that you're doing, and the best way to catch a screen capture as well. So as you can see, when we open up the GIS Atlas, it takes us to a full view of the United States. You're going to want to zoom in on Athens. You can do that by clicking on the Find Address and entering an address from Athens, or you can zoom in. So we'll just zoom in to Athens here. And perhaps it would work better if you got rid of all the layers so that you were just working with that and didn't have to readjust every time. So now that we're zoomed in on Athens, maybe we can go just a little bit further. You can decide what data you would like to display. And how a GIS works is that it uses this data, so numbers that have been collected from the census or other data collection agencies, and they apply a spatial metric to it. So when you click on one of these things, it's going to show you where that phenomenon is existing. So each of these are described on the website. So if you don't know what L1 and LA at 1 and 10 miles means, you can go back onto the USDA website and figure that out, do a little bit of research on your own. But you can also look at other layers here and what this might mean for food access. So this first one here, if we just look at the original food desert measure, we can see where food deserts exist. And if we zoom into Athens a little bit more so we can really get a good picture of what's going on, and then play with the transparency here a little bit so you can read, you can see where there are food deserts. So do you know these places? Do you know where they are? What do you know about them? Well, as we go through this map, you can learn more about these places by seeing if the food desert overlaps with low income, low vehicle access, high group quarters. So you probably will want to click off of that, and then you can click on low income. And then you can see where low income exists in Athens County and around. Low access, all of that. So those are the basic ways that you can do that. Once you've found a map that you think shows something important, go ahead and take a screen capture of it and then go and work through more of these components. Now, if you're familiar with any other GIS software like ArcGIS Online, they have some great data as well on food access, income, something like obesity. All of that data is there as well. So if you would like to work in that instead and create a map on a different website, that is fine, but this is the best one if we're looking specifically for food access. It's the most user-friendly and will create the maps most easily for you. If you have any questions, please send me an email and I'd be glad to help you out with this. Hope this helps.